Good evening, good evening. This is Spirit Journey. Today is Sunday, December 27th, 2015. I just came from the movie theater. I saw the movie Concussion. Wow, I didn't know I was going to respond this way. Yeah, I started to get like an anxiety attack. I had this weird sensation in the center of my chest. This has happened before. As I call this, this channel, Spirit Journey, this is all about my spirit journey. Try to put the pieces together. Sometimes things happen and it's our body talking to us. I see that watching the movie, when the feeling in my chest started, I said, this is happening for a reason. I thought, let me just step out of the room, the theater, and then come back. And that's what I did. And I saw the rest of the movie. But when I got home, I said to myself, I think there's a correlation. When they happen, when I'm watching something, a video of some type, when this happens. So what is the correlation? All the incidences when this happened, what I was watching, there was a intensity, and all of them involved men. I think that's the first thing, men. I thought at first all of them involved black men, but no. But two involved black men, and one was a white man. I said, what's going on? I mentioned in one of my much older videos, I used to have a dream. I had a dream before. How old was I? I might have been 20 or even 19. I was young. And I used to have these dreams of being chased by black men. They were wearing all black. They had their hair cut real short. I was petrified. And then one day, when I had this recurring dream, I turned around and I said, well, what do you want? Well, what do you want from me? And when I looked to tell the person that, it wasn't a man. It was a young boy, a young black boy, and he had like tears in his eyes. And that was it. Videos that I've seen when this anxiety thing occurred. The first time this occurred was almost exactly 4 years ago. 4 years ago, last November. It was I think the first weekend of that month. I think it was on a Sunday. I was watching a whole bunch of videos on black interests. The video that I realized that something was going on with me was a video on the hip-hop culture and rap music industry and Michael Jackson. I've seen all sorts of videos. But this was the first time something visual was upsetting me to the way it was. At first, I couldn't really figure out what it was. Like, I said, hey, I feel funny in my body. So I said, maybe, I was watching a lot of videos. I had just finished exams from college, and I just wanted to just veg out over the weekend, just watch videos and just stay in. So I thought maybe I was just getting overtired. So I put the computer aside, and then I started feeling good. I said, I'm feeling better. So I put the video back on, and the same symptoms was happening. And I don't remember exactly I don't even remember what I was actually watching. I mean, it wasn't any blood or anything like that, but it just had a dark edge to it, the theme. And then the second time this occurred, I was watching 40 Years a Virgin, about this guy. He lived a chaste life. and how his, people around him were putting, judgment on him, and he goes to a dating service, and he eventually marries. But I started to get an anxiety watching it. And I felt anxious. I think, did I step out the room? No, I didn't step out the room. But it hit me very hard. And I felt in the movie, it was supposed to be a funny movie, but I think I started taking it personal because I felt that people expect certain things if you're a certain age. They expect certain lifestyle just because of what you are. And I felt that he was being judged. The third movie, Forrest Gump, and this movie, now I saw the movie twice. I saw it when it first came out 25 years ago. I forget, it came out a long time ago. The first time I saw it, I had no problem. It was a very entertaining movie. When I saw it the second time, it was an anniversary showing of the movie. And I thought, let me just see the movie. It was a good movie, especially the first half of the movie. So I went to see it. And the scene when his buddy from the past, that was in the military with him, he had jumped on Forrest, and he was like he was trying to wrestle him a little bit, and he was in despair, and oh, why did you save me? I think it was. I started to get anxious. It got intense for me, and I had to leave the room, the movie theater. I mean, I went to the ladies' room. I thought, okay, let me just get some fresh air. Then I went back in the theater. I couldn't stay and watch it. I had to go home. And the next movie I saw with the same type of results was this one, the movie Concussion. And the part of that movie where I noticed I started to get anxious, there were two men. They played former football stars. They looked awful. They looked so down and out, dirty. Their hands and nails were awful. They pleaded. These were men that you could tell that they were really big and strong when they're younger, and you just see them really washed out. I started to get the anxiety in my chest. I realized what all of them have in common, that they were all broken emotionally. I think maybe even feeling judged, in disalignment to society. And I can feel that they were crying out and wanted to be helped, just like the little boy in the dream that I had as a young lady. I'm taking all these things to heart. I mean, literally, in my heart area, my heart chakra. I feel very sensitive these days to the things that I see now. Before, I would feel things, I'd be emotional, just feeling, but not feeling in the chest. I would more like feel it in the head, but now it's, feeling right in the chest, right there. I think this is part of my spiritual growth and development, when you're able to get out of the head and get into the heart. So why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because that if I'm experiencing these things, I've gone to the doctors just to make sure there was nothing physically wrong. had a whole battery of tests. And then now pinpointing the trigger. So, if I experience these things, I'm sure other people are or had experienced these things. We to really like get in contact with our feelings, and rather than trying to hide, sometimes you have to come out. And I think this is my way of really coming out, at least what I feel comfortable enough in sharing, that we just stop. Maybe I'm judging myself. Maybe I'm being too harsh on myself. Maybe I'm just putting a lot on my shoulders. Sometimes I feel like I want to heal everybody. And that, how could I heal myself? It's hard to really go out there. I live in a big city, and I see so much pain. See, like now that I could really empathize. Before I never used to really look at men in the face, in the eyes. Now I'm able to, I look them right in the eye. And I feel the pain. I want to feel their pain. I feel that my feeling their pain is a way of healing. It's really weird, but I feel like when I take on and meet them where they are, I feel like it's healing them and then ultimately healing myself. So I know I'm saying a lot, and I know maybe it might be a little bit too much for some of you YouTubers, but we're to feel one another's pain. And I guess even my dogs are starting to feel pain. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to share with you guys. Keep on feeling, keep on sharing with one another, and let us pray for one another because we're all healing. So peace and joy to all of you in the world. Take care. Bye-bye.